Hello and welcome to another video. This will be particularly for a guy named CG Lego. He asked me for some advice on train building. Now I am far away from a professional within this area, but I'm just gonna see if I can give you some tips. If you want to watch, of course, go ahead. But specifically something that he requested, it will just be on how I made, for example, at this point, in this video I'm going to show you how I made the base for the Hogwarts and hopefully give you, some tips and tricks how you can continue on his train. So, without further ado, let's just start. So, basically, how the whole chassis is built is that it's mainly three sections to it. The middle section here, which is the, the basic area, with I have the Technic bricks with the holes in them. I think I'm using one that is 10 studs, 10 studs long, right here, that perfectly fits the these type of wheels, which is the wheels that we use. These are real Lego, not Big Ben bricks. I bought a second set Emerald Knight wheels, so these are Legos. These will fit perfectly within, with anything you can come up with. Basically, you have the Booger and the flank wheels. I have the gears to connect a blind driver with one of the flanks. Pretty much, it's only really necessary to connect of the pairs of wheels. The wheels won't cause any problems with the piston rods, so you can pretty much just leave that there without having any, without troubles or anything. So you can just get into the actual building process quicker. Now, then we have the front boogie, which I will show separately. This is built all Technic bricks. I tend to use Technic bricks, Technic parts and such, mostly when I build trains and buses. I just always done that. So basically here you can see how this looks like from bottom there. This, like I said, only Technic bricks used here. So if you don't have a lot of Technic, I'm sure you can come up with other ways to do it. I mean, for this particular thing, you could without problem use the Technic bricks with the holes in them there without any problem whatsoever. And then you have the the axle down here that connects into into a 2x2 modified plate, with the hole, the one with the hole on the side there, which sits right on top here. Let me get some light on here. See if you can see there how that sits. Come on, just on top of these in height. That's usually what I tend to, because I've always used this plate to connect the boogers. I think it's the easiest way. Try to get it as low down as you can, and this is probably, this is the lowest you can get it. If as long as you don't put it, in front of the axle, which I do not recommend. But that's how I do that. And then I have, like I said, the big long axle that connects it. Now this isn't really the ultimate solution to have one really long bar to connect it. I think I would be better off if I had two separate ones. One that's connected just to the boogie and one that's connected separately to this. And I don't really think the magnet should really, the magnet doesn't really need any more. It could be mounted onto a bar that's stuck in here, that doesn't swivel around, because it kind of, and since it kind of needed though if you put it on such a long bar, because in corners it can get, so it doesn't get, if it gets out like this, I kind of, it kind of needed to be able to swivel in a bit there. You can see, because this is kind of the angle that we. I'm sorry for that. Cut out there. I ran out of memory in the camera. So yeah, that's pretty much about this. Any tips that I can give you from my own knowledge. The back part on this, on the Emerald Knight on Hogwarts isn't really special. You just have you don't really have any more drivers back here. When the wheels, you just kind of have this, with the stairs and the magnet section to connect it to the tender. That's it, the tender. Some people don't like to use the. Some people don't use the magnets to the tender. Some people just like kind of connect it with one of these bars. I personally prefer magnets. I think it's much easier. I think it just saves time and parts and everything. So it just looks equally good. So I don't see why not use it. As you can see, this whole thing is attached by the same things. The 2x2 modified plate, two of them. This might just doesn't really look that sturdy, only one stud under there, but this little part you see there, the little stud there, goes right onto here, onto the rest of the train. But just make sure this can spool around very well. I think that's about it, and you can actually push this kind of to the limit to what it, how much it have to bend, because well, it's plastic, so even if they do get, contact like that, it won't affect it at all. So you can push that pretty far if you would have to. But that's about it. That's pretty much how it looks like. Everything, how I've done it, how everything looks like. This whole part here, by the way, is attached by these two here. If you see here, I have tried to do one middle section here with plates to to make a good place to connect everything, to have one base, because the front here is completely, it's not built, and this back part is built upside down. So the middle there, try to keep at least one part where you can attach everything. Then it's just those were really the most tactical place to put this on. Well, it looks like it worked out either way. So yeah, let's do all like that. Pretty surprisingly, I did not demolish the whole thing when I'm doing this video. I was kind of expecting that. But that's pretty much what I can possibly show you and just learn you about this. I'm no professional anyway, but I hope it helped. I really do hope. I really do. So good. Oh, sorry. I can just wish you luck, the best of luck on your journey towards a perfect train. Bye.